Brother, it has been quite the fucking time to be a Tetro Danganronpa fan, bro. Let me just tell you. Let me just tell y'all, chat. It has been quite the fucking time to be a Tetro fan. It's rough out in these streets, bro. It really is. Um, we're back with part 2 of talking about Tetro, post-Bond, updates. Um, and I want to make, like, a continuation kind of um, talking about, like, more stuff from, like, the fan server. Um, Wait, did I say what the fuck did I say? Okay, I'm tweaking. I want to go through some more tweets I kind of saw this morning as I was like kind of going through Twitter, just to give you guys more updates because I'm kind of still learning more stuff as we goes time is going on. We got more statements from like people from Blue, people from like White, and all these different people that I want to kind of like look at. Um, but very firstly, I do want to kind of show you guys something that I kind of just talked about on my Discord server because I feel like it's kind of important to try to like, you know, address. Um so I think yesterday I ended a stream and I kind of said like, oh, I want to continue reacting to it or not. Um I actually posted a poll not that long ago asking you guys whether or not I should continue it. Here's the thing. I'm kind of at the point now where I really don't know whether or not I should continue this series or not. Um Nothing against the voice actors, but like I've heard the storyline gets like even worse. I've heard like I haven't gotten spoiled in anything, and I'm not asking chat to um spoil anything because I don't want spoiled. Uh, if anything, I'll watch on my own time to make form my own opinions. But like I'm kind of at the point where I really don't know how I feel regarding the series. It genuinely is like really disappointing. Like I said this before yesterday. I'll say it again. Like I think this is all just genuinely extremely disappointing news. Um, and it's both shocking but also not shocking at the same time because I remember like a while back, someone from my Discord, who may or may not be here in stream right now. I don't know if they're here. Um, I remember them coming up to me and telling me like, "Oh, I don't know how I feel about like the Discord server, like, uh." And I'm like, why? Why do you feel like weird about the Discord server, like the Tetro Discord, whenever it was still open? Um, and they basically said to me, and again, I'm not trying to expose this person or put them on blast. I actually just would rather open up about this because I feel like it kind of backs what people already kind of knew. Was they pretty much said to me, they're like, I'm not gonna lie, Default. Um, I don't know how I feel about like the Discord with Vaughn. Like I love Tetro, but like there has been times where Vaughn has been very like what is the word? They told me that Vaughn was very critical. And like very like I don't want to say emotional, but did not take criticism well. Which again just backs the stuff that we already know. That Vaughn just did not take criticism very well. Um it just sucks, man. Like it really does. Like I said this before, like yesterday, and I really say it again. I know it's not easy for everyone, but I just wish Vaughn would just take accountability. It's like genuinely like not that hard, bro. But yeah, one of my Discord members. Again, I'm not gonna expose them. They might be in stream. Um, I remember a while back, like they told me that they weren't comfortable with like the Discord server because like Vaughn would like if someone would criticize something of the story, Vaughn would get at them being like, "Hey, like I don't know, they just didn't handle criticism well." And it's just that's ridiculous to me, bro. It's ridiculous. Like as a content creator, you need to learn to accept criticism, bro. Um, as a psychologist, I think Vaughn might have something. I feel like I would need to talk to her. Um, I don't know. I'm not here to diagnose Vaughn with anything. That's not my job. That's not anyone here's job really. Like if Vaughn really wants help, she'd go and get it herself. Um, but I want to just like look at more of the statements that I found on like Twitter. Um, when it comes to like the voice actors in White and like other things. Now I might get spoiled for White, and if I do, then you know what? At this point, it doesn't necessarily matter because clearly Tetro is just not gonna be a thing anymore. Um, can I ask what the thumbnail's about? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I want to go through the things in order of how I bookmarked them because these are all tweets I saw this morning that I haven't gotten to look at. But these are all things from voice actors that are either in White or Blue. I don't know if I've seen any other ones from Pink, but we're gonna go through all these things that I have saved because I am very curious to see what we've got. So first off, we're gonna look at this person's tweet. This person's name is Andrew Lee Lang, VO, and they were a voice actor in Tetro White. So let's take a look to see what they had to say. So they said, "Hello, I was a voice actor in Tetro White, and I just want to get stuff off my chest. I want people to know we existed and gave so much love to this project. Please don't send hate to anyone." So let's take a look to see what Andrew Lee said. She said, "Hi guys, my name is Andrew Lee, and again, I haven't looked at any of this stuff. I just want to. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to keep seeing what all the other voice actors had to say because I'm curious to see if there's any more experiences. But like, I wanted to make the stream because I want to cover anything that like these voice actors think, so they have like a platform. And just so you guys are aware of stuff that's happening." "Hi guys, my name is Andrew Lee Langley. I don't know if I pronounced your last name right, but we'll just go with that. I was one of the voice actors for Tetro White. I want to firstly say that this post is not to blame or attack anyone, and no one really should do that. My Twitter feed has been nothing but hate towards Tetro since yesterday, and some people have gone way too far with the things they say. You're allowed to be mad, but please think about what you're posting on the internet for everyone to see. For the record, I am someone that is extremely against AI art, specifically if money is involved. I'm very disappointed that AI was used in this project. Now for what I truly wish to get out of my chest. I personally didn't have a bad experience working Tetro for these 6 months, but I know a lot of people that did and were hurt. Everyone was extremely kind to me, and I've met some incredibly talented people. I've auditioned for Blue in the past, and I was truly excited to voice in White. The character I voiced was truly a well-written, extremely silly, crazy little goblin. She was my favorite character I ever voiced so far in my career, and it's incredibly painful to say goodbye to her. I really did pour my best work into her, and I wish I could have shown her to you guys as well. In those 60 plus hours I spent recording her, I loved every second of it. I'm incredibly grateful to have gotten the chance to voice her. She's a truly important character to me. I don't know what the future entails for this project. It's not looking good so far, but I hope one day I can introduce her to you all." I'm the voice to all the voice actors who voice in Pink, Blue, and White. I'm truly sorry this happened. It's extremely hard to think that everyone's work will never see the day as a voice actor. This is something that happens at times, but it never gets any easier. I feel for you all. You're free to talk to me if you need to as well. And to all the staff and artists who worked on the project, thank you as well for your wonderful work. I'll miss this project. We need to move on. Thank you, On or Ann. That's sad, bro. I feel bad for the white voice actors. Let's see who else we got. So that was Anne. Let's see what this person said. "Okay, yeah, Vaughn has done a lot of shitty things, but can we please reach out to the voice actors giving them support? I know we're talking about a lot of scummy things she did and making jokes about her, but the VAs are most affected by this. Can we please show them some love?" True. And then they retweeted themselves, and they said, "Sorry, but this is extremely needed right now. I was just informed that Vaughn deleted the entire staff server," which we already knew that. "Cut contact from the staff. All of their recordings are lost. I feel so bad for them. VA is losing their hard work. It's literally her Discord now." And I think we saw this yesterday, but this is just like... Again, this is just extremely fucking petty, bro. Like... "Oh, yeah. I will no longer be using this account. Please consider me forfeit from any ongoing projects. Also... not using this account yet, you still have Nitro." Actually, I'd probably last for like a month if she canceled it. But like, brother, are we dead ass? Like, take some fucking accountability. I said it yesterday, I say it again. Let's see what this person said. "Okay, so I can't share screenshots, but a Fingan director reached out to me showing Vaughn reach out to them after I spoke out against her, telling them to not cast me because I'm unprofessional, unpredictable, and rude. The nerve to call me rude of how terribly she treated so many of her VAs is diabolical, dude. Sorry I spoke up about you doing something shitty." The idea that she's used her status in the fan community to actively snub me from roles absolutely infuriates me, and any shred of respect I had left for her is down the fucking drain. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Getting told to not cast someone because they're unprofessional, predictable, and rude. That's fucking wild, bro. I can't lie. Oh, let's check out this thread. I hope there's no NSFW shit. Hold on, I'm gonna put my face cam on to make sure there's no actual like stuff being shown. Um. Okay, some of these are a little bit weird. I just won't show these pictures because these pictures are fucking weird. But I'll show up to. Okay. I'll show up to right here. Or what do you call it? I'll show up to a certain spot. Okay, so yeah, literally taking the money and running. Brother, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is like fucking weird as hell. Disclaimer, I'm only putting this right in front of your eyes and just letting you think about it. Use that brain you're blessed with, add more stuff you'd like. I'll add them to the thread. Okay, let's start. Hayashi barely safe for work audio, won't post it, it's weird as fuck, here's the thread. Okay, we're not gonna listen to that chat. We're not listening to any fucking weird Hayashi posts. Nova's description of it, which is more descriptive than the thread. Hey, so like, I know this is probably made accidentally / with good intentions, but what's up with the spicy My Valentine's Day audio? Alright, clearly somebody has sent people to my ask box, because I got about 1,000 of these, and half of them are calling me some extremely vile things, so let me answer one before I stop taking ass. They're called spicy and sweet because in one, she's nice, and in another, she's mean. There's really nothing NSFW about it. She's a bounty hunter, and it's audio where she interrogates the listener because she's a bounty hunter. It's also my voice that I recorded when I was literally 2 years older than Hayashi. You feel literally want me harassed and torment me over the most inane possible shit. I cannot go a fucking day without having people chase me down over absolutely nothing. I'm not doing this anymore. Askbox saying closed. I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. Oh, okay, so we're just taking zero accountability. Of course, yeah, go figure. Like, okay, so apparently in Vaughn's eyes, doing some fucking spicy audio, like, where she's doing, like, roleplay shit. Okay, that's just fucking weird. Yeah, let's just not do that. Like, brother, you're a minor. It doesn't matter that you're 2 years older than Hayashi. Like, brother, okay, Hayashi's 17, that would make you 19. Like, are we being dead ass? Like, that's such a fucking, like, cop-out, like, response, bro. Mai is a minor. And it, like, goes back to that whole tweet from Felix, or, like, that whole, like, thread from Felix the other day that we looked at, where it's, like, Felix is, like, kind of defending it at that point. Again, I mean, I know I know that, I don't know if it's he or she, but I know Felix has gone back on it since, but, like, again, it doesn't matter if the character your voice, like, even if you're not the minor, like, that's still fucking weird. Like, let's be fucking dead ass. The infamous a year passes when they're 18. If you can't see the problem with this, it's weird to stand in favor of shit like this. Aren't all the Tetro Danganronpa Pink participants 17 though? I think it's fine just as long as no one is sexually. It's always funny to me when I see someone drop the everyone's 17 because I don't know how to explain to people that if you're 17 and you're past, you're not 18. What kind of fucking dumbass response is that? Brother, is Vaughn a fucking Diddy disciple? Like, what the fuck are we saying? Holy shit, bro. Literally, okay, yeah, literally. See, and that's the other thing is, like, if you want to do this fucking weird, freaky shit with these characters, at least make them, like, 18 or older. Which I don't really understand why. Like, I get it. Like, oh, they're kids, like, killing each other or whatever. That's the whole point of Danganronpa. But, like, honestly, like, why don't we just make a Danganronpa, like, Fangin where it's, like, college kids? Or, like, where it's just adults? Like, why do they need to be minors? I never really, like, that's the one thing I guess I just have never understood about Danganronpa. And, you know, it's funny because, like, even in the mainline games, the characters technically aren't minors except for maybe in Danganronpa V3. Like, I don't understand why that's the thing that most fangins don't do. Like, why don't we just make the characters adults? Like, just make them like 18, make them 20 or 21. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about that. Because if you want to do fucking weird, freaky shit like this, at least then you can say, you know what, they're adults, so it's not as bad. But like, still, that's fucking weird. Like, I don't know. This is like weird cupcake cope. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it cupcake cope. If you know cupcake cope, I'm referring to a certain YouTuber who got baited by a cupcake. But um, anyway, Sasaki Hamafic. All right, let's check this one out. It appears this has substance. Here's the context I could recover. The fic is of Hitomi and Hama aged up post-Survivor AU, as stated by Vaughn. Vaughn does not say it is NSFW, but use the wording mature. I leave it at your discretion. Ask me something. Vaughn Babbitt wrote NSW of Hitomi and Hama. Okay, great. Okay, so this is from the actual official Discord server. Seriously? Whoa. Soda and I did this thing once where we loaded all the characters' names into wheel and just spun it at random and wrote a ship fic for whichever two we pulled. I got shit like Hama x Sasuke, so ask me how the hell I fucking managed that. Sasuke learns about religion and I can't say what happens in the fic, my bad. Hello? Is it mature? It's mature. Goodbye. Bruh, Lainey May. W. Lainey May. I feel like I've seen Lainey May before. Am I tweaking? I feel like I've seen Lainey May in like my streams or something before. Unless they're one of the voice actors. I know this name though, but like honestly W them for saying hell no, these are teens. W bro, can we get a W in the chat for Lainey May? W Lainey May. It's mature, goodbye. Pretty sure they're older when it happens because Vaughn wouldn't write that script on there. So okay, that doesn't fucking change it. It's still weird as hell, regardless. Art, just vibe check them, posting them singularly so you can quote them independently and say what you think. And this is the part where I'm just not gonna show half this art because it's like weird. I mean, you can kind of see this one, but we're just not gonna go through most of these. Actually, here, if they're not that inappropriate, I'll show it on the screen. But this one is a Hiroaki one. He needs a shirt, no tattoos. He looks like a delinquent. I want to grab your arms. Why is he so sexy? He's an idiot. Ugh, bro, that feels weird to fucking say out loud. He really should wear shorts. He has great leg muscles. He's so cool. Are we dead ass? We wrote this? We really wrote this about a fucking minor, bro. Oh my god, bro. I can't. No comment. Yikes, bro. Most of these other ones I really don't want to show on stream. Infamous hot pot. Ew, bro, this is minors! Dude! God damn, bro, this is so fucking weird. I'm not gonna show most of these, but a lot of these I'll kind of give you the idea of what is on the screen. So after that one that I just had on stream a second ago, we've got one where Hayashi is like supposed to be a demon or something. Kind of looks like Yamato from One Piece, if you know. Again, weird, not a minor. We've got, I don't know if this is supposed to be Kamimura or who the hell is supposed to be, but again, weird art. We've got a shirtless Shigeki, a shirtless Hiroaki, or at least I'm assuming this is Hiroaki. This might actually be the one that what's his name had. Maybe. Demonologist Chiba. I actually don't hate how this one looks. It's not like, I wouldn't say this one's like really that bad. I just still think it's a little bit questionable. Like, I respect the fact that we made like Vaughn, or we made a mix up of her and Hama, but it's I don't know. It's giving Genshin Impact. We've got one where Suno is eating hot pot. Oh, brother, this one looks very obviously AI. This is a very obvious AI one. I can't even lie. This one's not too bad. It's like one of Okazaki without the extreme outfit. This one's not really that bad. I don't mind showing this one. I'm just gonna scroll up on the other side so it doesn't show the other pictures. Like, I don't feel like this is that bad. Like, maybe it's just me, but this one's whatever. It's not insanely questionable. A lot of these are just Suno with big boobs. Tamba and PJs. I mean, this one's not... Actually, no, that's questionable. Nope, the bottom is questionable. A male Tamba. I don't know who these two characters are. I almost want to say one of them's Akiba and the other one is, like, Pizza Girl. But I genuinely can't tell who I'm looking at. Also, this is, like, also... I don't know if this one's AI or not, but, like... There's no legs for the one. Kamimura, if you can believe it. Oh, brother. What the fuck is this? Also, this one it cracks me up. I can't lie. Look at the caption. This is entirely inappropriate. Why did I draw this? Yeah, that's a good question. Why did you draw this? I actually don't know why you did. Suno with big tits again. We've got Mai where she's at the beach. I don't know for a fact that it was Nishiguchi. Suno Harada, if you pay attention, he has no shirt on there. Just small drop in the ocean. What? Again, why are you writing this? This doesn't even look like Harada, bro. Let's see. Ikeda in his, like, robe and this... Oh, I'm not showing this one on stream. That's fucking weird. We've got one of Mai where she's with Shigeki and it's gross. We've got one where Vaughn drew Ikeda with, like, a pacifier, and it's just, like, very fucking weird. Like, I can show this one, I think. Like, this one's weird as hell. I don't like that. We've got a clip here. I don't know if can I show this clip? I'll show it, whatever.
Skrillex the band.
Like Skrillex. It's also the cut instead of a
Guys, this question is very clearly for me, as are most of these, but feel free to jump in if you feel so inclined. Which of the Tetro characters' designs would you say has the most of your guilty pleasure design elements? Fucking all of them. Everyone is designed
You do
in
often
my
describe
image.
them as guilty pleasures and everything.
Yeah, I wonder
in every
what,
sense of the word.
Entirely self-indulgent. Probably, I almost just said Cooler Wada, but they don't know we call him that. Wada 2. I quite like...
Wada 2.
Wada 2.
He's like Wada. He's like Wada, but he's the number 2.
My
Like,
favorite like personal design is like Suno, because she has like all the best
Every
things
time I
that
see her, I
like.
just want to slap
He's
her
silly.
freaking tummy.
What the fuck?
Whoa, I don't know about all that.
It's the
Damn,
only part
yeah,
of her
no.
that's exposed.
Literally same.
You just slap whatever's exposed, man.
Yes.
That's a mess.
Exposed. Yeah, you're just saying that on stream, man?
Yeah.
You know, I like how out of all the people here, Okazaki's the one person that's saying, "You're saying that on stream?" Deadass. I'm glad Okazaki. It's fucking crazy. I know it's the voice actor before someone says, before someone says something. I know Okazaki's and the voice actor are two different people. But you know it's bad when Okazaki is telling you that you're the fucking weird one. Like, brother, what the fuck are we saying? It's a minor, by the way. Minor.
That is a little
I also
bit.
like
that is
how
a little
he
bit
has a big
weird.
funny hat. Thank you.
Yeah, he does. He has a really fun.
Like, brother, what the fuck? Imagine you're in a room and Okazaki is the only sane one saying that's fucking weird. Well, actually, I'm sure some of the other people were saying that too, but that's the main person I heard say it. Let's see. Do we got any more?
Relics the band.
Legit NSFW of we already just talked about that one. Her VTuber model is called Bear Lolly. You guys have at least one brain cell. So I don't know what to tell you about the fucking lolly shit. Actual creepy behavior towards a real person. Let's check this one out. Let's see what this is. Alright guys, I've been holding this information for a long time for safety reasons. I've had testimony by a friend who I won't mention at the time, was pretty younger than Vaughn and had a very similar creepy behavior targeted at them by Vaughn. One incident made my jaw drop where Vaughn sent them, now deleted. Okay. That is fucking weird. Yeah, go figure. Yep, I'm not gonna read that. If you read it, you read it. Also, yeah, let's not compare Yandere, Devin, Vaughn. That's a bit much. Blackberry rumored to be Vaughn's alt. The evidence of Vaughn being Blackberry is too scattered, but they talk about 17-year-old characters they would have. I'm not reading that. Vaughn did not ban this freak from the Tetro Danganronpa Discord server. There's so much circumstantial evidence to it that adds up, but just a theory. TLDR is a person named Blackberry showed up in the Tetra community one day and had practically no online interaction before Tetra came along, and was instantly able to find nearly every hidden terminal on the website even minutes after they went up with no hints bullshit method that made no sense. It also had an AO3 account that comprised exclusively of Tetro, word I'm not saying. Their writing style was very similar to Vaughn's. She texted like Vaughn, never showed her voice, and was completely anonymous. It's all just circumstantial, but I feel insane thinking about it, but it's something to keep in mind, I guess. That is weird as fuck. Water Factory is Vaughn got permission to scare. Dude, this is actually just getting worse as we're reading this, yeah. So this was 6 months before I turned 18, and Vaughn is 3 years older than me. Context, I was online shopping on stream, and there was like a shirt of a bit like boob window that she convinced me to get or something. Girl, hello, I'm the same age she was when this happened. I think I would probably never say something like that to my underage friend, Lamau. I don't even remember this conversation, but I scrolled up to it. And sure is the one you chose. Gonna need some proof. Proof delivered. It ain't June yet. What the fuck, bro? Oh my god. Yes, officer, this one right here. What the fuck, bro? Okay, I made the fucking title of the video the Tetro situation got worse, but I didn't think it was like this much worse. Jesus Christ. Like, I didn't read any of this shit. I'm reacting to you guys. I say this because I saw it when I was at work and I wanted to react to you guys to show you guys this. Because I knew some of this would be very important to kind of show off and tell you guys about. Allegedly did not fire a VA who wrote NSFW characters and made staff uncomfortable. Who is this? Oh, this is Felix. What the hell? I also wrote Hasegawa writing. What the fuck? Okay. I hope Felix has gone back on that. Oh, we already went through. This is the Felix thing. Yeah, I don't know. That's fucking weird. I can't lie. Yawning at Alicia, I'd laugh if they weren't 17. Yeah, true. Vaughn's alternate YouTube VTuber model. It's weird to have this as a VTuber. Yeah, this is actually just a really fucking weird VTuber model. What the fuck? But yeah, that's what we got in terms of this thread. Cool stuff. Okay, let's check the next one. Oh, this is a follow-up to the other thing. More context from the Felix Wiskans server, voice of Den. I feel seriously sick for all of the VAs. They deserve so much better. They deserve so much support after this. I think Tetro is truly a passion project, but unfortunately that passion... Oh, my face cam is in the way. I think Tetro is truly a passion project, but unfortunately that passion is not from Vaughn. It's the voice actors and editors and so on and so forth. This is completely true. I only just woke up and feel so numb. I'm so sad. That is completely valid. Stay off the net if you need to. This is abhorrent. I'm primarily upset that this is genuinely a tactic to have the voice actor stay silent by not posting Tetro. The NDAs are forever valid unless she voids them, which I know she won't. She said she doesn't care anymore, so I guess they're technically voided, but I don't know for sure. Oh, she did all the channels in the server, so I can't really say anything or see anything anymore. Hi, Vaughn. Oh, this is a Felix screenshot. Hi, Vaughn. Is there any way I could have access to the Den Misao channel in the staff server again? Even if only for a bit? Because I don't have all my voice acting from it saved on my computer. So oftentimes just send it and was okay with that because I had confidence it would be public eventually. I'd like to be able to go back and save it all posterity and to use some of my best takes in my demo reel if that's okay. I would really appreciate that. And you couldn't do this because they probably blocked them. Cute. Love that. Fucking love that. So did Tetro have to go on hiatus or did Vaughn just decide? Oh no, Tetro's like not coming back. Let's be so real. Tetro is definitely not coming back. It's over with. At least in terms of the official channel, like it's gone. That's not continuing. But the voice actor for Felix is going to continue to post all of Blue. I have not seen any spoilers for it. I don't care to. And we will see what happens with that. So this is one of the Tetra white voice actors chiming in. They said, hashtag Tetra Twitter, Tetra white voice actor chiming in if I may. Is this a long one? This is not a long one. Okay. I'm Kit, and I don't have much to say that my fellow Tetra VAs and dear friends haven't really already covered. My time as Tetra staff was rather short and overall pleasant, but I would like to chime in briefly. Like others, I would like to mark my words not as goodbye, but as see you elsewhere. Receiving the notification that I was cast for Tetro Right roughly 2 months into my VA career was a tense but exciting moment. I remember feeling elated about the opportunity to grow and learn as a newer actor while being in a project that I genuinely look forward to being a part of. I made new friends, strengthened existing friendships in the 6+ months that I recorded for White. It was an immense joy recording by myself and with others, talking eagerly about the characters we grew to love and hope for their survival. I love Komine. She was a new kind of character for me, the one that I could challenge myself with. I love switching from burnt out to enthusiastic or rational. Her dynamic with other characters was exciting to play with. And that's why it pains me to see what was hidden behind the curtains. As an artist, writer, and an actor, subsequent responses to these events also has left me deeply saddened for everyone who poured their time, talent, and heart into something that they believed in and learned from in their own ways. Though I'm disappointed that White will not come to fruition, I especially grieve for the Blue cast. Their work suddenly cut after the prolonged effort and work that it's evident in every episode. I grieve for the Pink cast, as many of them stayed for years only to have this suddenly severed. It was the way that it was. I humbly request that you support the amazing VAs and production staff and the other projects they pour their time into. I have nothing but love for them. They have been so kind and welcoming to me despite my admittedly low activity outside of submitting lines and recording together. Please celebrate their achievements, roles, and contributions to the work they so tirelessly devote to their crafts. I also ask that you remain kind to one another and give everyone the space and grace they need to heal, pick ourselves up, and move forward, wherever that may take us. In a confusing and troubling time where creative integrity hangs in the balance, let us instead recognize and commemorate works burning with human effort. This will be the only time I speak about this. I'm grateful for the opportunity to grow. I'm especially grateful for the support coming in every which way, whether it be from mutuals, other directors, friends, and the family I've made along the way. May this be a time to learn further, heal friendships, and perhaps create new ones. But let's pick up the pen and start new. WK. I have already kind of seen opinions on chapter 3. Just please be careful. I don't really want to hear any spoilers specific. Okay, so that was Kit. Let's see this one. This is another white one. Hello, I am Van and I was a VA for Tetro White. Like many others, it's not well written, that's all I will say. I have heard that a lot. Like many others, I have my share of their thoughts. I want to use this as an opportunity to give some of my thoughts out there. Naturally, I'm very against AI and generative AI. I would not have auditioned for the project if I known it was involved. Since this is just me, this is just for me to get some closure. Please do not use this as a reason to attack or harass anyone. Tetro's based online has already been heated. I don't want to add more to it. Did we read this one the other day? I almost feel like we read this one the other day. I think they're just pretty much saying the same thing as like the other person. Yeah, I think they're just pretty much saying the same thing as the other person. I don't know why I say this one. Wait, so do we know anything about the trans person blue? I don't think I've heard anything. I don't know what they're talking about on that one, so we'll just unsave that. Sorry for the small statement, long night, lol. I'm assuming this is one of the voice actors for White. I don't really like talking about super serious on here, especially since I'm honestly terrified of Twitter and fandom mentality. Honestly, real as fuck. Real as shit I've seen all day. Terrified of Twitter and the fandom mentality. Honestly, yeah, you're kind of a W for saying that. No offense, but holy, this app scares the fuck out of me. This weekend has definitely been one of the weekends of all time, though. Not going to sit here and deny that. Thank you for all the reach out and check if I was okay. To my castmates, newer and older, thanks for being a part of my life. To those who have followed me because of my work as a VA, don't be toxic. Rox is the voice of Wada. I'm not too sure what to say. I was a VA in Tetro White before it got canceled, and while I have a lot of thoughts on the matter, I feel like a lot of my thoughts have already been phased better by other VAs associated with the project. So instead, I ask one thing: please support the voice actors. I've already seen a lot of love for them, so please continue to do so. And some of us feeling like we've wasted our time, some of us didn't get to do as much as we wanted, and a lot of us. Gotcha. Vaughn's alleged fanfic account. Oh, we already looked at this one, I think. Oh my god, there's more. Wait, let's see this. Okay, well, let me state my case. First of all, I don't hate... Okay. I don't hate... Okay, I'm gonna read this, but this is gonna be fucking weird. I don't hate Middle Eastern people on account of I am them. Second of all, he's not real, so calm down. I know this is controversial, but sometimes when kids are raised in extremely racist households, they turn out racist. I already know exactly who the fuck they're talking about. They're talking about Egid, I bet. I think the goal should be realizing that everyone is human and trying to correct those behaviors so that the world can be full of more anti-racist, which is bigger priority for me than punishing people that are racist for me. Sorry that I'm not hateful enough for you, I guess. I don't know how to argue this, lol. And you're a weird bitch. What makes you say that, lol? Oh, I see now that I read up. That's actually funny. So I'm being called racist for forgiving Ikeda despite literally being the race he's mistreating. Okay. Alright. Take care of you guys. Goodbye, everyone. Okay, after many years, it's time to say goodbye, but this time forever. Today, after a lot of pain, I took the decision I'm leaving, not saying my time has come since I wanted to continue forever, but literally, but my situation forced me to do this. I'm leaving this game, everyone here, also everyone close I met, and everything else related to GD. What is GD? Wait, is this not, maybe this is not, okay, I don't think that one has to do with Tetro. I don't know what the fuck GD is. I think that one's wrong. Vaughn is not Middle Eastern. She is Canadian. See, that's what I thought. I thought Vaughn was Canadian. I think I already looked at this one. Okay, this is the concept of Denden's VA being the one leaking the majority of this when Vaughn hated the character. The irony is through the roof. Oh my days.
Like in the comments going like, "Oh, Denden gets bullied." Vaughn fucking hated Denden. I'm just gonna point that out there right now. Like, I would be in like calls, like in group calls where like she was editing, and she would just talk shit about Den Den so much. It's like, bro, you wrote the fucking character. In the comments going like, oh, Den Den gets bullied.
That's fucking crazy. That's actually fucking crazy. GD equals J. That's what I thought it stood for, but I was like, am I stupid? That's fun. That's funny as hell. How the fact that like that's crazy that fucking Vaughn is literally no different from the characters in her own story. That's funny as hell. I can't even lie. Who is this? Rebecca Mondry. As one of the white VAs. Is this essentially gonna read off the same exact thing? Which VA is this, or are you a fan? Oh no, I'm a fan. I'm not a voice actor in this. I applied to be. I had the chance to be in white. I put in like a few applications for white for like 4 of the characters, but did not get it. And I'm starting to think that's probably a good thing that I didn't. Hi all, I don't have much on this matter since I'm still trying to process everything of the white, but here are a few things I can say. First off, I will not be sharing any spoilers. However, I believe the team's work deserves to be heard, so you should check out Felix's YouTube channel and watch the rest of Blue. True. Second, I was originally not cast for my role. I was pulled in a few weeks after casting due to a few things that happened. Because of that, I never really had a chance to connect the group in the way I would have liked to, and which is one of the reasons why I don't have much to say. Now, on to the main points. As you all likely have read from various posts, Tetro is done. Even if it is somehow revived later, I will not be involving myself with it any further. The use of AI is absolutely wrong in so many ways, but that isn't the only issue. The only reason I'm against everything that has happened. Ever since I joined the team, I've seen so many things handled poorly. The way some of the VAs were treated was awful. The way the social media issues were handled was awful. Discussing behavior and sexualizing towards minor characters, regardless of being real or fake, was awful. All of it was just so much to handle, and I've run into the project with all of this going on. Yes, there have been moments I considered leaving, and yes, I continue to stay. I'm not perfect, but I hoped and had faith Vaughn would step up and respond to the issues and take accountability. What do you assume Vaughn would ever do that? That never happened. Instead, the blue VAs wasted 1+ year, and the white VAs 6+ months of their time on a project that was suddenly ended. I think the worst part of all this, I was so happy to get cast. Like I said, I wasn't originally being cast, but being contacted later by a voice act later felt so good as a voice actor. It was honestly one of the happiest moments of my career, but that is long gone now. The other thing I'm livid about is the rest of Blue is done. While it was actively being written. So I'm not oh my god, I can't fucking read. I'm not as upset with that, but there's no reason that Blue cannot be released. The VA spent so much time, energy, and dedication on this project, the rules, it's just wasted. There's literally no reason why they cannot be released in one final go other than out of pettiness. I see, that is true. Like, I don't understand why the fuck Vaughn wouldn't just, like, up to that. I mean, honestly, it's for the better because then I can watch on another channel where it's not Vaughn posting it. But, they were pre-released as the schedules were edited like 1+ weeks in advance. Regardless, the audio is finished, and I will not stop being angry that it isn't being released. Edit, please watch it on Felix's YouTube and support the VAs. Also, for those asking why we didn't leave or talk to Vaughn about all this stuff, there was major concern behind the scenes with the rest of the team. When an allegation came out, someone on the team would bring it up to Vaughn only for it to be shut down. We tried offering so many options to help protect what little bit of the series we still had left, but I think Vaughn gave up on it a long time ago. There has been so much negativity around Tetro since it was released that it is awful for anyone to handle. Not only that, but can you imagine how horrible it is to put years of your life into something, to be so excited about something finally getting released, only to receive a majority of hate and even death threats about it? Like, come on. Who wouldn't despise something after that? Not as a creator, but everyone involved. I'm not saying any of that is the reason to act the way she did, but I'm going to show a bit of humanity regarding that, and I hope you all do too. While we on the way team are dreading the series release because what if that happened to us? Honestly, this is a really good point. I do want to give them credit for this point. Because I think that is really true. Regardless of how Vaughn handled criticism, and I said this for like the longest time, I think the fucking weird, like, motherfuckers, like the weird, like, basement dwelling, like, fucking freaks that like the series that, like, not like the series in general, but like, the ones that, like, send death threats over, like, certain characters or certain things in the story genuinely need to get some fucking help. Because that's, like, actually weird as hell. Like, sending death threats over series. I said this yesterday in stream, but, like, if you do that shit, get some fucking help. That's, like, actually just not normal. And you should probably go into Arkham Asylum, because that's not what fucking normal people do. Not the shit Vaughn was doing was any better, but like sending death threats to someone like that is fucking weird as hell. And it's the same for the voice actors too. Like, that's the example I used yesterday when we were talking about like Attack on Titan with the one character that killed off a fan character. In that, if you send death threats to like anyone, you're actually just fucking weird as hell. And you deserve probably no friends, because like getting that upset over like pixels on a screen is just weird as hell. Regardless, I've been losing motivation to do anything VA related ever since it started, but I've been trying to push through because I believe it would be resolved. Body's caving in. I feel like a disgusting slime for continuing to be involved. Instead of being an adult, I am stepping forward to confront things head on. I'll be taking my leave from voice acting for a bit while I figure out what to do by myself. Also, yes, we were under an NDA, which is why I and other white casts have been unable to speak up until this point. Now that it's working, some of the VAs still wish to not mention the rules in the team, though I ask please respect that. We all have been so patient since joining and are sick, shocked, and drained from this. Okay, so these people did have, these people did go under an NDA, but the pink staff didn't. That's confusing. Okay. At least I feel like it's a little confusing. This is stuff for, we already looked at this one. Already looked at that. And then this is the thing I made as like my thumbnail. Hello, it's been brought to my attention that one of your staff member, Boyan, formerly known as Seraph, is spreading false AI allegations towards Von Babbitt, the creator of Tetro Danganronpa Pink. This has been disproven months ago by testimonies of staff members watching Von stream the Tetro Pink art from start to finish in the staff server, me included since I also attend the streams, and it's frustrating that Boyan continued to ignore that and claim that it's all AI traced, when in reality it's all from scratch. I don't know, I just made it whatever, fucking, like, that was the one I decided. But honestly, dude, this is just so fucking disappointing, bro. Any other voice actors that have spoken up? Felix said this. Seeing some pretty serious allegations against myself, so once I get off work and have time to address this, I will do a stream to answer it. I will not just run away and leave people to speculate. Real as fuck. W Felix for this. I will say right now, I've made a number of moral failings in the past few years, but I am an adult and I'm going to own up to them. I will give you the full truth, and it's up to you about how you feel about me. Also, this will not help my uploading the rest. Tetro. I don't want controversy surrounding me to punish the rest of the Tetro cast in the way that Vaughn chose to. I get off work in 3 hours, stream likely in 4. Okay, so they'll probably start streaming pretty soon here. Anything else? What is this about? Okay, I don't know what that was about. I'm not listening to that. I think... Wait, what? Disregard this tweet. This is his actual def... Wait, I actually kind of watched the... Wait, chat. I know I said no spoilers, but honestly, I kind of want to watch Vaughn get slimed. Or not Vaughn, Khan get slimed. Do we watch this? I don't know if I want to watch this or not. I don't know if we watch this. This might be... Is this, like... Wait, this isn't... Wait. I fucking hate Khan, so honestly, I'm here for it. This is the only spoiler I'll watch. It doesn't... As long as it doesn't say anything with, like... spoilers for, like, the rest of the story, then, like, I guess I'm not opposed to it. Alright, let's take a look.
Dr. Khan, where is the pie?
Oh, my apologies, Monomoko.
Wait, why does Monomoko sound like that?
When I saw such a delicious homemade pie, I couldn't help myself.
It wasn't homemade. It was made in a factory. A bomb factory. It's a bomb.
What?
Dr.
Oh, this is like... Oh, this isn't real. Okay, this is like a fake one. Okay. That was like the SpongeBob joke. I've seen that before. The fuck she didn't. True. I don't know if there's anything... Wait, what? Fuck! Spoilers, bro! Fucking A. Alright. Fucking A. Alright. Dude, why the fuck? Why? Why did I have to read that? Fuck! Damn it, bro. Fuck. Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass, bro? Oh my god. I don't want... Listen, if anyone else in chat saw that, don't talk about it, please. Don't talk about it. I'm just disappointed, bro. What did you see? I'm not reading it. I'm not saying what I just saw. I'm not reading it. We're not reading that. Fucking people. This is why I just should have tried to care. This is why I don't fucking. This is why I don't look at Twitter. This is why Twitter is a fucking dog shit website. And yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. Where are we at in terms of like votes for this? 1 hour ago. 111 votes. I'm personally conflicted. This is what I put out, by the way. I'm personally conflicted on whether or not I continue to react to Blue, because of reactions I've seen on Twitter regarding the rest of Chapter 3. Part of me does want to continue it, support the VAs that put so much passion in this project, but at the same time, I'm still not sure if it's worth it. So personally, I want to leave it to you guys. And which, yeah, majority is voting that I continue Blue. Okay, but here's the thing, guys. I can continue Blue if we really want me to, but the only thing is gonna be that, like, it's just, what do you call it? It's just not gonna be as interesting, because it's just not, like, complete. I mean, let's look at Blue.
Alright, this is my account.
Stay out of it.
Do we really need to be hunting them down, though? I mean...
Yes, Den, because if we don't identify them...
So, like, I can react to it, but, like, it's just gonna be me sitting on the screen looking at this. There's no pictures, there's nothing. I don't know. It's just gonna be very different. Very, very different. Sword saying don't continue. Just super mixed, bro. It's rough. Generally rough, man. Like, I can't even lie. It fucking sucks that, like, this is how this series comes to an end. Just so fucking randomly, too. Have you looked at the Tetro White cast yet? No, I have not. I don't know what any of them look like. I'm not opposed to seeing what they look like, though, if the designs did actually get leaked. That's the one thing I guess I honestly am not that opposed to. As long as it's not, like... I don't know, I'm not opposed to seeing the white cast. That's the one thing I will say. I'm down to see what they look like. I'm down to see what the white cast looks like. I won't show it on stream for anyone that wants the spoilers not shown. But I feel like seeing the white cast versus like the outcome of the games is like two different things. The designs are questionable. If someone wants to put them in the Discord in like the one, I have a chat in the Discord that's called Post Tetro or Post Von Tetro. If someone wants to at me on that and talk about it there, you can. But Skylar post them on his. Who's Skylar? Is Skylar the one that voiced Khan? Wait, wait, hold on. We've got another tweet to look at, chat. Hold on.
I was trying to make one of these, like, alien stage edits with Miki, and I found something that seems very unsettling when you combine it with the fact that Vaughn frequently shows, like, doodles of her characters as proof of her art not being AI or like traced or whatever. Yeah. You can do this in Ibis Paint. This looks suspiciously like a doodle. It looks suspiciously like Vaughn's supposed doodles. So, yeah, you could do this in Ibis Paint. I don't know about any other art programs, but yeah. So I'm thinking, like, in order to make these doodles, she just did this, but to AI. That's just a theory. A game theory.
Okay. What happened to the smart people on Tetro Twitter? Are you all seriously this gullible? I mean, your first mistake was logging into Twitter in the first place, but you know. Holy shit, she really is that fucking insane. I'm not gonna read that. It's probably spoilers. Let me look up the Skylar account. I feel like I just looked at it, but Skylar, I don't know what their fucking Twitter name is. I just saw it though. It was the fucking Dr. Khan one. Oh wait, here we go. Wait, this is I found another Skylar one. Oh my god, Vaughn went into 16-year-old Tyler's DMs asking her to play a word that I'm not saying. Another word that I'm not saying. Also without letting know beforehand. Hello, Skylar! Sorry for reaching out to you out of nowhere, but Rox and I were talking about your voice last night and how much we love it, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in doing an audition for Tetro Pink. I'm not sure if you're looking to take on new roles right now or not, but I would be really interested in working with you, and we've got an open slot for a character that I think your voice would fit really well. If you're not interested, that's totally okay, but I figured it couldn't hurt to reach out at all. If you need more, I'll need more details about the project first. Yeah, sure thing. So Tetro Danganronpa Pink is an audio drama fangin we've been working on it for a few months now, and we're about to wrap up the writing process for Chapter 2. It follows a bit of an odd format in the sense it plays more like an ARG. All the content gets released in the form of short audio clips. I say short, but they've been able to go anywhere from 3 to 45 minutes long. All of which get released primarily in the project's Tumblr page and YouTube page. The story takes a more ARG horror / psychological horror approach to the usual Danganronpa format and approaches things from a more realistic view of how people would respond if put into grim situation. And it does deal with some fairly heavy topics, so if that's uncomfortable for you, I totally understand. But I'm going to make it super clear right off the bat, if you do get involved, nothing catches you off guard. All the assets are already created and ready to go for the project is really going full steam on production right now, which means there isn't a lot of waiting around when it comes to seeing progress. If you'd like, I can send you some of the content we've been working on and edited together to get a full, better idea of how the project's coming out. I'd also recommend asking Rocks or Pancake King, they're both in the Hope's Last Flame as well, Tetro, about the working experience if you'd like to hear more from a non-directing perspective. Ping your shop all the way. Sweet, thank you. Oh, okay, that sounds very interesting. I'm glad you think so. Take as much time as you'd like to think about it, and if you're interested in auditioning, just let me know. Coolio. Yeah, I think I'd be able to audition. Awesome, I'll send over some of the lines and test out in a few minutes. Here's the script. It's best viewed on PC over mobile, as I've added guiding annotations. Let me know if you have any questions. Dr. Toranosuke Khan. She's not exactly the brightest, but I don't think she'll be... but I don't think it'd be too much of a stretch to say she's the most qualified member of the position. She's certainly more experienced, if nothing else. I suppose I'd like if she was a little more personable. Okay, before I record the whole thing, American or British accent? American, please. Goop, you sound really good. Thank you for recording. I should be able to get back to you with a little decision a little later on. Why are we saying Goop? What the fuck kind of response is that? Anyway, I think you're really great for the characters, so if you're interested, I'd like to go ahead and cast you in the role. Okay. Let me take a look at these white designs. I'm not going to show them on stream, but I do want to take a look. Tetro white spoiler designs. Alright, let's take a look. I wonder which one of these characters are the ones that I auditioned for. Ew, what the fuck is that design? That one's ugly as fuck. I'm sorry, but like... that is such a fucking ugly design. I don't like that one. Oh, I remember... okay, that character I definitely tried the voice. I do remember that. That's crazy. Also, I said it before, I'll say it again. Don't put spoilers in chat, guys. Don't put any spoilers. I don't want to hear them. Dude, I can't lie. These designs are like... it's not even really that they're like... you can say it. For one, they're very clearly AI. Yeah, that's a given. But two, the designs are just fucking, like, ugly. Like, I don't know how else to really say it. Like, the one character... I think this is one of the ones I actually probably applied for. It's, to describe it without showing it, this guy's ugly as fuck. I'm sorry, I just gotta keep saying it. It's just, like, redhead dude with curly hair, but his eyes are, like, so close together. And he just... it's so fucking stupid and weird. I don't like this design at all. I think it's such a bad design. And then we got Big Chungus next to him. That's crazy. We've got... God, these designs are so terrible. I don't like any of these. I can respect that we put more people of color in here. Did, yeah, I did see that. Why is the one person 24? They have okay, that's the one character I actually think is a cool design, but I still don't feel like I can support it because it's like AI. It's very obviously AI. Wait, which one's the 15-year-old? 17. 17. Is this person 18? Is that what it says? 18. 17. 22. 17. Does that say 28? Am I reading that wrong? Fucking crazy. Where's the fucking 17? This person's 21. 17. It's probably one of these ones. 19, 19, 22, 19, 17. Oh, this one. The last one's 15. Curly orange hair, bug eye syndrome. Yeah. That is so fucking weird. The last one, yeah. I'm sure the voice actors did a good job with these characters. It just sucks that, like, this is what you got. Yeah, the last one looks like a shark. This is just disappointing, man. Fun fact, that was Vaughn's favorite character. This is just weird as fuck, man. Dude. Weird as shit. Yeah, no, but I agree with Pancake Roll. Like, please support the VAs, bro. Please support them. They deserve support. This is just fucking tragic that this is what we're going through with this. I say we. I mean them. I don't know why I'm saying we. As if I'm doing anything. Or as if I'm, like, the one that, you know. But wow, man. I don't think there's anything else to really say. Imagine if Felix is gonna start streaming pretty soon here. I'll possibly react to Blue. Maybe tomorrow. I don't even really know. I think that's about it, though. And again, I've said it numerous times. Please go support the voice actors. The voice actors are the ones that really need to support the most. Support them on their own pages. Support them in other fangins they're in. Like, it's not small videos, it's 7 hours and one. Yeah, I know, I'm aware. I can see that. It's just disappointing, bro. So fucking disappointing. What is this guy saying? I don't know who this guy is, but let's just see what this guy has to say. I'll read this one and probably wrap it up. My stance on the fangin community. Hey y'all, I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Tim Kraus, Tim KVO, and I'm primarily known as a VA in the fangin world. Started my VA journey in February 2024, and my goal was to be a VA in Fangin Romans. I have had the pleasure of being in Fangins, like, Danganronpa BA, don't know what that is. Nova Mortis, don't know what that is. Critics Cut, never heard of that one. And I know Jikorompa, that's the only one I've heard of out of these. And False Hope. This is my first time making something like this, and I'm going to be giving my personal stance on the fangin community, and why I'm staying away from auditioning for fangins for the foreseeable future. Tetro drama. Tetro drama is abysmal. This AI stuff is disgusting. It's heartening to see people someone scamming people working on commissions by throwing art into AI. It's fucking horrible to see the lack of originality and have all your stuff be AI trash. The leaks, however, I completely get not liking directors, so I understand. However, some people in the community are ruthless by leaking Blue's Death Order and White's cast, and have completely screwed over by the VAs who are excited to have their work shine. Since NDA is basically putting this to the point, I'll come out and admit that I had a small part in White as an extra. Sucks that I won't see the light of day, but nothing can fix that now. It's unfortunate that the Tetro was canceled, but everyone's hard work got thrown down the drain. Not just one person's very bad actions, but the actions of some people in the fangin community, which leads me to my next point. The fangin community. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and be blunt. I'm sick of fangin Twitter and most of the fangin community as a whole. I got introduced to the fangin community in 2021 when I was 13. Holy fuck. How old is this person? 2021 when you were 13? You are the youngest person ever. Like, holy shit. Wait, so they're 17. Okay. Yikes, bro. And seeing very amazing passion products come to life in such a way, being able to be cast in fangins is something that was very special to me, and I'm happy to be a part of the current fangins I'm in. This community has become too much, man. Some people are sweet and cool and awesome sauce to people, while a good amount can be very conniving and disrespectful to an extent. I've seen it all from kindness to maliciousness. There's some more maliciousness than there's kindness. I'm sick of it, man. Yeah, fuck that. I'm done going for fangins. I don't want to be associated with this fucking community. It isn't really as much back then. Of course. Okay, this guy's apparently the youngest person ever and doesn't want to work on fangins again. Gotcha. I'm not even in the Tetro community. I've been watching this shit show from the sidelines. Honestly, real as fuck. Real as fuck. But yeah, that's what we got. That's the fucking Tetro. The Tetro shit. My fault. If a team of people do a ton of work for you for free under the promise that you'll be making a product, you do in fact owe them to some degree. I am highly indebted to all the people who have volunteered their time and work to me for no pay. So if you do hire a voice cast or a team of artists, please be honest and realistic about how much you plan on doing. If you want to change and you realize you aren't going to be able to make what you said you were making, admit that instead of stringing your team along. Yeah, no. Everyone in chat spitting facts. I'm glad I don't have, like, listen, I use Twitter, but I've said this numerous times on stream and in general. I'm a Danganronpa YouTuber, or like I make Danganronpa content. I'm not part of your guys' community. I don't really engage in this shit. I'll post a thing on Reddit every now and then. I don't have time to sit on Twitter and talk about characters on a screen all day. If that's your thing, you do you. I've got better things to do with my life personally. I like talking about the content. I like making content, but like I don't have time to go on Twitter and send death threats to people just because my favorite character got slimed. Like that's fucking ridiculous. I think that's just insanely weird behavior, but you know, to each their own. I think the best thing, I mean, I've said this numerous times over, but like just keep supporting the voice actors. Honestly, you know, maybe one day fucking Vaughn will make a post and say, "Look, I fucked up. Here's me taking accountability." But that's like really fucking unrealistic. So I find that very highly unlikely to happen, but you never know. You never fucking know. Hopefully there's a light at the end of this tunnel. Too true. But yeah, I mean that's what we got. Let's take one last look at the poll. Let's take one last look. What are we at? Alright. Majority of people want me to react to it. I think what I'm gonna do, chat, is I'm gonna delay this stream. I'm gonna delay this stream and then we'll just do I'll just try and watch Tetro for the last bit. Unless you guys want me to just continue the stream and just watch Tetro, I don't know. I'm very fucking split, bro. It's so hard. It's so fucking hard because you put so much time and effort into like really enjoying a series like Tetro. I mean, like, brother, I won't even lie. Look at this. Look at what my top reactions on this, like, Tetro. I can't lie, Tetro has really carried my channel. Like, I will 100% say it that like Tetro has really fucking carried this channel to where it's at, in a sense. So like, it sucks, man, not being able to fucking cover the series anymore. Like, it really does. Because, dude, this is just... Yeah, it was a fucking amazing series to react to. Some of my favorite clips on the channel, too. You should wait for Denden's VA to put timestamps on the videos you plan on reacting to the remaining chapters. Is that actually going to happen, though? Like, is that 100% going to happen? I mean, if it does, then perhaps that will be when I start reacting to it. But I don't know. We'll see. That's the updates I have for you guys. Stream lasted a lot longer than I planned for it to last, but, you know, it's whatever. I don't know what the fuck we got on the Twitter feed, bro. But, yeah. That's it. Go support the voice actors. And stay tuned for more shit on the channel. I guess that's not Tetro. Well, I mean, you know, I've already posted non-Tetro shit on the channel, but like, yep, that's what we got. You know what? Go support Danganronpa Fate's Return.